Hey, what's up? Let us create this padded jacket for a Metahuman in style 3D. It's your boy A to the K to the K, Alexander King Kwame. Welcome to Hoodie Studios. So to start, I will go to the content browser and I will go in for a female t-shirt. Now this is going to be the base of our padded jacket, and it's going to make it very simple. So here I will try and simulate on our Metahuman. So this is a Metahuman, and you can easily import it into Style 3D through the SMD file, but I didn't do that, but I will show this in the next tutorial. So I'm gonna bring the base down so it's gonna be taller, and having this is actually the real base of our padded jacket, but we need to bring the sleeves down a little bit, so we are gonna have a tall sleeves. Yes, sometimes some padded jacket they don't have sleeves, so if you choose not to have some sleeves on them, it's all good. But if you are going to have some sleeves, then we can actually bring this down. And sometimes when you do bring it down, you'll see it gets stuck into your model and make it look more like how I'm going for. So literally it depends on what you have in your mind, the reference you have that you really want to create. And sometimes you don't have to create every reference, but you can just take the reference as a base. Yeah, so we are gonna get in and create the hoodie, and it's gonna be pretty simple. You just create a square shape and you just try and rotate to the side of the head. So you can see I will rotate it here and push it somewhere here, another rotate, and I'll bring it to the other side of the head. And what I'm gonna do is I'll boost the size a little bit. Of course you can boost the size in the 3D window, but I like it doing it in the 2D window. So mostly you can copy and paste to the other side, but I would definitely recommend you make symmetric pattern with sewing. So try and curve the base just like that and bring this a little bit down. Now again, it depends on how you want it. All right, so Control D will give you symmetric pattern with sewing, which will make your life in here very easy. Okay, so I'm splitting this because I want to sew them to the next side of the main padded jacket. So you can see I'm sewing it, and I'll sew this to that and this one to that. Now remember, we have to curve, we have to get a smooth curve, okay, and curve this part to make it look perfect as a hoodie. All right, and now when I simulate, we have our hoodie in here. So again, this is gonna be the total base of our padded jacket, and without this you cannot create your padded jacket. So you really have to get this base. All right, and sometimes you can ignore the hoodie if you don't want to get a hoodie. That's fine. Again, that's some user preference. So what we are gonna do here is we are gonna grab the pen tool and we are gonna make some lines in the main padded jacket. And I will do is I'll right click and I'll go down to add equidistance internal lines, and which is gonna add so many lines, and you can choose the space or the count. Again, depending on how you want it, but mostly I will recommend you get some few lines and you make the space a little, you give lines, to give the lines some space, because that is gonna bring out the effect of your padded jacket. And I will Control C and Control V, and I'll place it onto the other one. Now you can see it's not that lined up, so I will definitely select all of them. And when I select all of them, I'll try and push it. So I'll try and make it align to each other. So you can see I'm bringing it to the top a little bit. So just like this. And yeah, since I have this, I will right click and I'll say extend to outline. And it's going to extend into our cloth. All right. And I'll do the same for the sleeve. So I will create another line and I'll right click and add equidistant internal line. So again, choose the space, choose the count. That will definitely fit for you. And if you're cool with it, then you can click OK. So here 5 and 4 is cool for me. So I'll click OK. And we will have to do the same for the hoodie. All right, for the hood actually. So another pen tool, I'll give it a line. I'll right click, add equidistance internal line, and I'll choose the space and the count. So here I feel 9 is not okay, so 8 is okay for me. And I want to get a zip, so that's why I'm actually creating this line here. So later on, I'm going to split them apart and place a zip in between. Because mostly padded jacket, I mean, they got zips. I don't know, maybe you don't want to place in a zip, but it's okay. So all we have to do now is to duplicate this first here. And when you duplicate it, you will have to boost the size a little bit. And after boosting the size, we will connect our sewing lines just like this. And sometimes you have to use the free sewing to connect your lines, or sometimes you don't have to. Okay, so connect every line and let's get to the base, and I'll connect this and I'll connect both of them. So before you simulate, go to the pressure and add some amount of pressure. So here I'm gonna add 5. Now let's check how we're gonna have. So this is what we have. So this is gonna give us the effect of the padded jacket. If you think it's too much, you can drop the pressure, because here I just dropped it to 3. And this is what we are gonna do for all the patterns. Okay, so I'll Control C, Control V to paste it in the 3D window. Definitely it's going to reflect in the 2D window. So I will boost the size again a little bit. So just like so. And I will then connect all my sewing lines. So it's pretty simple. You just click and you connect all your sewing lines to the pattern. So that to that one, and that one, that's the free sewing tool. So after connecting it, then I'm gonna simulate. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the pressure. So 3 is okay. Then I'll simulate. Okay. So again, I feel like I need more pressure, so I'm gonna place it at 4. And we are gonna do that the same for the sleeves too. So you grab the sleeves and you just boost the size a little bit. Sorry for the fender, that's nature. So you just boost the size a little bit, and again we will have to connect our sewing lines, and that's another free sewing, the free sewing tool. So you have to blend between the free sewing. Okay, and after this I will bring in some pressure, so maybe around 4 is gonna work. So yeah, I think 4 is not that much, so I'm gonna boost the size to maybe around 7. or maybe around 9. Yeah. So again, 9 is cool, but you see, we don't have it on the other side. So what we can do is Control C, Control D. And because in the 2D window, I don't have it exact as where the 3D 3D silhouette is. So it's kind of going a little bit far there, but you can bring it closer and it's gonna fit. All right. So the next one we have to do is to get the hoodie another pattern, just as we've been doing for the sleeves. And this one too, we got to boost the size a little bit like that. And you already know we'll have to connect our sewing lines just like this, just like that. All right, and the front just like that. So remember, we have to bring in the pressure. So I'm gonna place like 5, and that's it. And I'm gonna do it for the other side too. So Control D, and that's symmetric part of the sewing. And I just feel like every time I do the Control D is just going side. So I just wanna bring it closer. So that's why I'm doing it closer to the silhouette of the 2D, but it doesn't matter. You can do it however you want it. So here I'm gonna cut. Now remember, I want to make zipper, so that's why I did that cut. So I will sew that to that, and this is what we have. Now the whole trick is we have to sew the lines to the other line. So now you can check I'm using the free sewing here because of the zipper. I don't want to cross the zipper. That's why I'm using the free sewing. So yes, it's gonna take some time, but you have to connect every single line to the other pattern. So this will bring out the effect of a padded jacket. That's how we make padded jacket in 3D, style 3D. Okay, so definitely we'll keep connecting this one to the other one. So remember, this is symmetric pattern with sewing. So when we do it, it's going to apply to the other side. Now I feel like the pressure is not enough, so maybe I'll boost the pressure to around 8, and I'll do it for the other side too. So I'll boost it to around 8. And yeah, this is the effect. So we have to apply the same effect to the back side. So definitely this is gonna be quick because I'm not using the free sewing tool. Definitely I don't need no zipper at the back, that's why. So it was actually quick. Yeah, and you can see the effect is actually poking out. And this is definitely what we are going in for. And I'll do the same for the sleeves. All right. So just like so, and I'll boost the size a little bit because I feel like it's too small for the space, the pressure to occupy the space. And so I need more pressure, so I'll place it around 15. This is definitely everything about the padded jacket, but you will have to connect the hoodie, right? So just connect this to that, this to that, this to that. And when we simulate, we are going to have the same effect on the hood. And I want to boost the size a little bit because I actually want to get much more pressure. So I'm going to cut in between here, and that is where I'm about to place my zipper. So I will cut, and I will try and simulate to get an open. So just like that. And I'll go and grab the zipper at the top there. And sometimes you can just change the zipper how you want it. And from the type, I'm going to change it from texture to 3D. Now, this is the best part of style 3D because you don't have a texture. You have an actual 3D. And this is amazing. So I will double click here at the tip. So double click and I'll do it on the other side. So I'll just click and drag it down, all the way down. So definitely we are not gonna have a texture, we are gonna have an actual 3D of our zipper. Okay, so after double clicking, you can see this is an actual 3D. So when I hit the space bar, it's gonna simulate, and yeah, easy peasy. All right. So yeah, it's your boy A to the K to the K, Alexander King Kwame. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to hit the subscription button. All right. And yeah, I'm out. Take care. I love y'all.